Hi, welcome to Jadekind Gaming. My name is Adam, and today I have an unboxing of not one, not two, but three X-Wing ships. Which I didn't necessarily pick, these ones specifically or anything. My friendly local gaming shop recently had a used gaming auction, and there were all three of these in there. And I bid and won them. They're unopened. Best guess someone either got them as a gift and didn't care for them, and so they just wanted to trade them in to get money for other games they did care about, or otherwise, perhaps they thought they would and changed their mind. I don't know. Unopened, brand new X-Wing ships, and I'm like, awesome, because I've been wanting to get into that game. So what I have is the VT-49 Decimator and the Lambda-Class Shuttle, which are both Imperial, and then for the Rebel Scum, we have the YT-2400 Freighter, which this is probably the one I like best just because I like the freighters that are in like the style like the Millennium Falcon, but not the same as the Millennium Falcon because that's so iconic. This is similar enough, but you know, its own thing. And I guess because of that, I'll just start with that one, actually. And we'll get into this. You got your box with the little window so you can see the ship in there, which I do think is cool that they do that. And of course your contents, which we'll shortly be seeing the actual contents anyway, so I'll read that. Right? Right. Okay. This side. Here's the ship pulls out. There we go. There's where everything else pulls out. Kind of slides out there. It's just a little cardboard piece. Okay, so to start, we get a little new rules fold out, which goes, you know, turret primary weapons. We get a new mission objective, setting up for large ships, because I guess the base rules only had the small size ships. Debris, the maneuvers. So yeah, it's basically the information that you need to add this ship to the game. I suppose, yeah, useful probably for that to be in there. Then we get the big base. First time I've actually seen one of these. That is a large base for this ship. There's of course the arrow letting you know which side's forward. And the little, I guess I say little, these are much beefier than the pegs for the smaller ships. It will go into here, if I slot it correctly. Oh, they're actually slotted differently and it goes the other way. There we go. So yeah, there's the stand where the ship would go on. I'll show you that in a minute. You have the little two halves to put the dial together for the ship's movement. And yeah, we got that. Go to the ship now. Nothing else that needs me not to zoom in. There we go. So we have the little spot where this connects. So that's the bottom. It connects to the base here. It doesn't necessarily stay on there, so I'm not going to do it one. Turning it around, gravity is needed to help it. And then you get the ship. So, yeah, so you get our little freighter ship. Of course, the details with all like the burnt stuff near the engine or hyperdrive or whatever. Very cool. And the bag of goodies. Which will start with, I guess, the cards on top. What do we get? We get stay on target. What are these? These are all upgrades. These are all different types of upgrades. You can get yourself a gunner. Oh, Lando. Cool. Who will only work for the rebels. Good for him. Good for him. He never seemed like he was a double-crossing kind of guy in the films at all. No one would have suspected that. Oh, Lebo. Let me get some generic ones. Proton rocket, so some extra weapons. A modification. So you can take some countermeasures, some experimental interface, and here's a title that can go to this ship only. But yeah, so those add extra things to the ship. There are your upgrades. So we have those new upgrade cards. Some of those will just work for this ship. Some of those will work for all sorts of ships. So those don't just add to this. Many of those can be used for many other ships. I mean, for example, that last one said this ship only, which means the other ones that don't say that can work for other ships. So that's part of it. Is you're collecting those, and they affect all sorts of ships. Then we get, I believe, what, 4? Yeah, we'll get 4 different ships here, so different layouts, and you can kind of see really quick here. Basically, it's the pilot skill that's going to be different, and the point cost. Oh, as well as what modifications can go on them. That's also different. But yeah, you get yeah, so you get a few different ships there. So different layouts, different pilot skills, add-ons, point costs for using the ship. And what are these? These are reference cards. Thank you for telling me, because I was kind of wondering. Ion tokens and boost actions, which explain probably some of the new rules here. Cool. Oh, and I'd missed this one. I guess this one slid under, which is Lone Wolf. When attacking or defending, if there are no friendly ships at range 1 to 2, you may re-roll one of your blank results. Ah, so if you're off by yourself, okay, cool. And then what do we have here? We have part of the dial. We got some shield tokens. That was the ion token they'd mentioned. Of course, one of the base. We get, of course, we'll have a base for. Oh yeah, one base. The other base is on the other side. Same here. I'll take the dial out here. And then we get the debris, our shield, etc. The tokens you'll need for that. And we get the different choices for our ship on the dial. Of course, would work. Put them together and slide them, but it does not have much red. It's 4 with turning around is the only red it has. So, not bad. And now we have the Lambda-Class Shuttle, which is moving on to Imperial ships, of course. And does this one also look best if I open one side, pull out the ship, yeah, pull out this way. Alright. I'm gonna win. I win! Aha, I am the victor. Again, another base. just like before. Another little bit of pegs, just like before. Another inset of rules. Now for this ship. It's actually one I've seen. The zero maneuver. Speed 0. Stationary. Let's see. Does not have a maneuver template. Basically, I'm pretty sure this ship can, I think for red, stay still. This one is mission 6. So obviously they're intending, I guess, for you to collect one of every one to get all of the missions, because they've numbered the missions. And now I want to do that. Basic stuff for the new upgrade cards as needed. Oh, which actually goes over modifications and titles, which are things I hadn't known about. There are special upgrades that do not appear on a ship's upgrade bar. See, that's important because I've noticed that I didn't see them anywhere. Any ship may equip a modification or a title unless the card is restricted to a specific type of ship. Each ship is limited to one modification and one title. So basically, those modifications and titles, every ship can get one of each. Nice. So you have the mission, and then the layout for this ship's movement, which we'll see again when we look at the bar. Oh yeah. And this ship will move. That is cool. Such a toy. Anyways, let's look closer. A closer look at this. Lambda-Class Shuttle. I like to use like a glossy paint on the windshield. I don't know if that's actually the term, but for lack of a better term, on the windshield, so that it has like a sheen to it. That's cool. Anyways, we also of course get stuff for this ship as well. More stuff. And yeah, to a large extent, as much as adding the ships is really cool, adding these upgrade cards is one of the parts that I'm most... Because, you know, these upgrade cards don't just affect the ships that they come with. Like I was saying, they're affecting any of the other stuff that I have. A lot of them can be used elsewhere. So we get, what, advanced sensors, sensor jammers, Darth Vader. After you perform an attack against an enemy ship, you may suffer 2 damage to cause that ship to suffer 1 critical damage. Alright then. Rebel Captive, Weapons Engineer, Navigator, Flight Instructor, Intelligence Agent, Anti-Pursuit Lasers, and for this ship specifically, you get the title, when acquiring a target lock, you may lock onto any enemy ship in the play area. Like anyone. Because usually that would be restricted based on distance. Wow, cool. Then we get the 4 layouts for this. You can kind of see some of the differences really quick in... Let's see. A lot of them are pretty similar on this because I think all the symbols are actually the same. It might just be the pilot skill that's different on these. Although, some of them also are going to have... Yeah, 3 of them have special abilities too. That's going to be a big part of it, of course. When an enemy ship acquires a target lock, it must lock onto your ship if able. Aggro. Yeah. So some of these have special abilities, and then the normal pilot does not. So you can get one for cheaper without getting a special ability. So 4 different options for basically which ship you have. And then, of course, we get the dial. We'll look at in a moment. Both 2 of the layouts here. Get a disabled ship token. Which I guess might be like a modification for, or something you can do to opponent's ship. the other two layouts. Cause more stress. Okay, so yeah, they have some sort of ability that disables ships. Which we get some new target lock options here, shields, etc. We get those, and yeah, compared to the last one, these are much more spaced out now, aren't they? Because there's a lot less choices for how you're going to move in this ship. Although you do have that 0 that not a lot of people have. But 3 is as fast as you can go. But yeah, it's the Lambda-Class Shuttle. And finally, for today, we have the VT-49 Decimator Imperial ship. Get it out of the shrink wrap as well. Try with this one if I get stuff out first. Then we get out the ship. Alright. Here. Okay, another face, which is again the same size as the previous ones. The box is bigger, the ship's a little bit bigger, but base itself, the same size. We get new rules again. Each of these comes with the rules to reference for this, pretty much for the ship that it comes with. So, and some of them are of course duplicating. Those rules, you know, weren't in the original core book, and so they repeat them each time now. You know, debris clouds we'd seen, mission 11 now, and the movement here. But yeah, we got some more rules for the Decimator. And we'll look at this ship itself. Okay. So, you got a little... I can't really show you that. I'll do it that way. Gun on the bottom. It sticks out. Yeah. Again, cool ship. Plastic, but nicely made. Looks cool. And again, I do love that, you know, that way the reflection happens in the windows. That just adds something to it. And you get the stuff that comes with it. Yay, stuff. I love stuff. Alright. Modification cards again. Ruthless. Only Imperials can be ruthless. They can have a couple of them that are. Intimidation. While you are touching an enemy ship, reduce that ship's agility value by 1. Okay. Makes it at least useful if you end up touching the ship. Fleet Officer. Mara Jade. Okay, okay. That person. Moff Gerard. Ion torpedoes. Get some new weapons. Proton bombs. Tactical jammer. Yeah. And Dauntless, which is the title for this ship. Yeah. So add an extra couple points to one of its variants, and after you execute a maneuver that causes you to overlap another ship, you may perform 1 free action, then receive 1 stress token. Okay. So we have that. So I'll set those down and look at the 4 variations of this ship, which can hold a lot of stuff, but cost a lot of points. Let you check out what these abilities do, like this most expensive one here. This, when attacking at range 1 to 2, you may change one of your eyeball focus results into a critical hit result. Ooh, nice. So yeah, and others have other abilities, and I'm sure this last one has nothing. Yep. It's just a ship to get the ship on the field. Then we get 3 of these reference cards. I'm sure Ion Token's the same, but this ship uses bombs, which oh yeah, lets you put the one distance behind you and drop a bomb behind it. And there's proton bombs and seismic charge tokens. So that's the rules for those, and I'm sure those tokens will be in here. There's the dial, the shields, 2 of the versions for that. That's the dial. Here's the proton bomb, 1 of those, another shield. Basically, I noticed that wasn't on there. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be its own icon, or maybe this card is from another set that gets both of them. This set only gets proton bombs. Perhaps that's it. Anyways, more debris. Of course, we'll look at the dial. Check out what they can do. So, not incredibly fast. But, do they have... I'm color deficient, but I'm thinking all of those are either green or white. I'm thinking they don't have any red, if I'm seeing that correctly. So it looks like they can do whatever they can do doesn't stress out the ship. So that's kind of cool. And so we have a trio of new ships. 2 Imperial, 1 Rebel, for me to have some bigger ships, more options to play with as I learn X-Wing better. I've only played a couple of games using just the basic starter set that I did a unboxing and basic review of previously. If you haven't seen that, you can check that out. I'll put one of the little eyes link things, whatever, up in the corner. It's actually that corner. Whatever. It's the corner with the eye in it. But, so yeah, I already did an unboxing of that, and I have played a couple of games with that set. Actually, I had beforehand. My friend Bob got that set. So I got that, so I'd have the basics of the rules for myself as well, and then I have these 3 ships that I got at the used gaming auction, but were brand new, so I was like, that's too good to pass up. Got them for a bit of a discount. So for sacrificing getting to pick exactly which ships I would be starting my squadrons with, I got them for cheaper. And they look cool. And to some extent, even just things like the modification cards, starting to get a number of those is a good thing to start with. That lets you have more choice and options with building your squadrons. So anyways, if you've played the game, if you've used any of these ships or have recommendations, again, I am very new to X-Wing. Please, recommendations, comments, suggestions, fun stories, comment down below with them, because I'd love to hear more. It's sort of the thing where I'm getting it a bit slow, mostly for financial reasons, but from what I've tried of the game so far, it seems fun. And I am excited to have some cool, bigger ships now, because I've only gotten to play with the tiny ones. So I'm glad to have those. I don't know, did I end up with some good ones? Let me know if you know. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.